better.
It's so nice to have you, Gigi.
It's nice to be here.
I'm going, Jean. All right, we're going to start it just like this.
Giving us something good.
Yes. What's good, Spark the Dreamer?
Hey, this is Gigi, and it's your girl Dion, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial podcast.
Listen. This season I'm not gonna cut it. Listen. Hold on, the good shot is not ready for you. You see the new meaning.
You can't stay the same.
You think I do all this work to stay the same? Okay, I was gonna cut this off. What is it about Haitian men like really liking women to tear them down? You see, plus souvent traiter plus ou amour.
New season, new me.
Listen, we're dropping the drop. Oh my God.
Let them know who we are. This is Gigi, and it's your girl Leona, and you are listening to the Haitian Millennial podcast.
Maybe we should have a new drop.
You can't be after brand new.
Or Henry.
Listen, I think we should start the pod. It's you know what I'm saying? We're giving in a vibes. I feel like I'm resting a little bit.
It's been a minute.
But hold on. Let him say how the girls get done. Yo, what's good? Welcome to another, well, actually, the fresh first episode of another season. So that works, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know. I don't think we would have made it here if it wasn't for the people listening currently. And also us being present, right?
Yeah.
We could have said season 2 is the last season.
Yeah.
You feel me?
And they'd be heartbroken. I'd be heartbroken.
Oh, so let's say a round of applause for us. And cut it short, but a round of applause for the listeners because they deserve all the praise. Truly, they make this happen. You know, they give us the motivation to come out here and do this.
You know, there were some people I didn't think we were gonna make it.
Oh, of course.
Not preying on our what?
Downfall.
Oh,
Hold on. I was kind of feeling a little Meek Millish. You know. A little dreams and nightmares.
Oh.
Are we able to do that?
I don't know. I still gotta learn a couple words.
Are we I which part though?
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
Hold on.
Let's not do this.
Ready?
Listen. So I feel like listen.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like
Season 3?
this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like
How much
this.
was it? Do you know the beginning or
time
you,
I spent on some
not
locked
push
up
each other out.
shit?
Let's just
Back
hold on.
it up. Paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold. Nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I do. Like a nigga sneeze. Nigga, please, for them trick and squeeze, I'm getting cream. Never let them hoes get in between of what we started. Little nigga, but I'm lying hearted. They love me when I was stuck and they hated when I departed. I go and get it regardless. Draw it like I'm an artist.
I ain't doing it right. Yo, shout out to the Philly people listening.
I did it without an album.
Okay.
Did what?
And it's your
This shit
girl
with
Leona.
Mariah.
Listening to the Haitian Millennial
Lil,
podcast.
fire. Icy as a hockey ring, Philly nigga on flyer. When I bought the Rolls Royce, they thought it was leased. Then I bought that new Ferrari. Haters rest in peace. Hater, rest in peace. Rest in peace to the parking lot. Phantom so big, can't even fit in the parking spot. You ain't talking about my niggas, then what you talking about? Guess moving silent, nigga, and I don't talk a lot. I don't say a word, wait. I don't say a word, was on my grind and now I got what I deserve. Fuck, nigga. Hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished? When I would've asked them all, y'all thought it was ready?
Yo. We did what we could. They don't have a clean version of that on
Listen. I think just to be honest, right? Somebody in our messages from season 2 said that, hey, it's okay, we're grown, we can curse. It's okay.
Yeah.
We can throw it
I
in
understand
here
that.
and there, here and there. You know what I'm saying?
But men and women, do you think that's a cute thing for women to be doing?
It depends. I think you trying to get us in the topic right
Sorry,
now. We ain't even like,
you're
know what
right.
I'm saying? This is
you
you shooting from half court right now.
Leona's asking a very legitimate question.
It's an honest question.
Energy.
We don't even have to go that far. I'm just asking.
Okay. Well, ask the question one more time. I just want to make sure I'm politically correct when I approach this. What'd you say?
Are we saying, yes, we're all adults, and you might say some French. Right. And is that appropriate? Like, for the ladies, or is it just for the gents? Or like, is it just mutually?
I think I'm the person that usually I curse out of excitement.
Really?
Yeah, in a way. So like I don't think my curse affiliation has any negative attributes to it. For the most part, 80% maybe.
But if you meet a woman and she curses,
often.
Like
what's the scale? Like how? Like every other sentence?
Like
what is it? Is it a curse when she's feeling very expressive and like
a Lola Brooke song?
But have you heard Lola?
I heard about Lola.
That was actually really funny though. When we went to the thing and he was like, I know none of y'all never heard it. I was rolling. I was like, don't do the Zoes like that. They heard of Lola. Damn. I hope.
that night took for a turn. I was not expecting that.
Yeah, the end of the night really went there. But we are talking.
What are you talking about?
Squall's birthday?
Squall's birthday. Yes, Squall's birthday. Damn, y'all just catch up the listeners.
I'm so sorry. No, we really. I know.
So hold on. Where's my air horn? I need the air horn. I can't forget what my air horn. Where's my air horn? Yo, DJ. Oh no, that's not it. No, that's not it.
Your DJ has only just.
What have you been doing?
I'm back on. Many. I'm Jenny. Find the buttons. I'm Jenny.
Oh gosh.
All right, we in there like what?
Yeah. So you breaking news right now.
Sorry, I know.
Because we did something that we haven't done as a pod ever. We stepped out together to somebody's birthday party in a night setting.
We've never done that as a pod?
No.
At night? I don't
when was the
think
last time we went out?
At night. I don't think.
Oh, at night.
I don't think we
at night. You're right. We don't go out at night.
Let job. Depuis we them get the band coucher na gaban moi.
Around here we
tell them to FaceTime only avec DJ Squall sur un rooftop.
Killer.
Passe minuit le
But it was only 9. I was like, yo, the bonnet was already.
Already, I was yes.
It was dark. It was like midnight mass.
Midnight mass. What the heck?
I don't know. I've been dealing with some Catholic terms lately. But so yeah, can you walk the people since you brought it in? You say so. Lola Brooks was playing.
Okay.
And for those that don't have any context, who is Lola Brooks anyway?
Okay, so we went to a Relax Sundays.
Yeah, relax.
Relax
It
was Relax Sundays, but really we came out for DJ Squall's birthday. It was a great
Shout
time.
out to Squall.
You know
Happy belated on the pod. You probably gonna hear this really late, but
I know, right?
Still, we put it out there, man.
We want you to know,
DJ.
We was there and we was there for you. But it was a good night. I thought it was a cool night. You know what I'm saying? It was Mark always gets right with the section. You know what I'm saying? Like you always don't have us sitting pretty. So
We're not just anybody, you feel me?
you know, because we're not. So the majority of the night was, of course, the good sultry sounds of compa and the nice Haitian music. We love that, and I've expressed this before in the pod of like, you know, my connection with compa music isn't as strong as I would particularly like it to be. And please, no shade. I will cry if you're mean to me. But, you know, I was enjoying the sounds. I was enjoying just being in the vibes, the people. Like, it was nice. And then towards the end of the night, I want to say maybe like the last 20 minutes of the night, maybe, they started playing like my cuts, like, you know what I'm saying? Like Preach, the Lola Brooks. Like, they started getting into like the American music that I just kind of like, you know what I'm saying? So Lola Brooks.
Just like that, by the way.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it really was, you know, like the little Boosie, like, you know, you want to talk, you want to run your, feel me? Like, I was in there. And then they played Lola Brooks' song, Don't Play With It. Okay? Because I said, don't play with it, don't play with it. Come on, baby, don't play with it. And I was lit. So the DJ, like, you know, did his little scratch out. Was like, I know y'all ain't never heard this song. It's new. I know y'all got your Shazams out because y'all don't know the song. And I was like, I'm here. I was like, I know this
But
song.
I think that was wild. It's like, I guess people are not on TikTok.
I just want a roughneck nigga.
Whoa.
I just want a semi-automatic with a drum.
Hold on, they ain't got no clean version. They ain't got no clean
There's no,
No,
clean
they don't have a
version.
clean version.
That
They do
is
not.
Crazy. She really said, "Don't play with it for real."
She said, don't play with it.
Nah, but listen, if y'all don't know, that was a little bit of Lola.
That was a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So I had my little lit 20 minutes. You feel me? I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just, it was just, and it wasn't even like, no, like, it was just like the vibes of the music. You feel me? And then when he said, I know y'all out there Shazamming the song, I was really laughing hard because I'm like, who doesn't know this song? But
So do they think Haitian millennials are not tapped into the culture? Or to I guess.
So there's tears to this Haitian life.
yes.
And we were in a room with like,
My turn. My
said, whoa.
no.
We gotta stick it out with our friend. We gotta stick
It's
it.
a knock to me because, like, you know, I wish I knew more of the songs that were played
Me
that night.
too.
Wait. Okay, so where you were going, it's not where.
No, and I knew, and you trying to be messy this season.
Oh my God!
Not
Let's
gonna
not get him.
happen.
This year we're gonna get Mark every time he tried to muye us. He tried to muye us.
No. See, I move. So, okay, now I understand you now. So keep going. Make your point.
That was the point.
Okay, about how
There's levels, and we don't wear like for me personally, I would say like out of the three, I probably know a little bit more compa music, but you're a master,
Yeah, absolutely.
right?
Yes.
So I would say 60% of the songs played that night, I had not heard before.
Absolutely,
you
100%.
just vibing.
I was vibing, but I loved the vibe was good. It was good.
And then, fun fact, I don't learn rap lyrics to almost any song.
I do.
No, I feel you. But so the little bit of English or thing that was played was good, and the fact that they kind of sun the people that, you know, because right now the DJ's thinking this demographic is mainly the Haitians who listen to only compa.
Right.
So to him it was just like, I don't know if those Lola Brooks listeners are in the room. He thought he was putting people on.
I should have went on
And I was
stage.
just
That's
like-
what I should did. It was my moment.
But there is levels though. Like that's a good point.
Why don't we run it back for my birthday?
Run it.
Dang, you hear that, listeners?
Did
You
we-
hear it?
Yo, y'all remember this is 33, man. What would you do? What would you do?
Not you.
It's season 3, still 33. You heard?
Oh man. Listen. No, wait, guys, wait a minute. Let's not get too lost here. We still have to answer the question. Mark,
Oh, what's up? What was the question?
about women and profanity.
Yeah,
Okay,
that's where this all came from.
I think.
Yeah, that's where the song came
I
from.
think when it's called for and when it's like cute or whatever.
When is it
works.
cute?
Sometimes it is, like, you know, and I guess this is a little personal start in season 3. I think one of my toxic trait is when women do get a little, you know,
It's
a little,
it's a little kink. It's like
a little bit.
a little what?
You know, they get a little, you know, out of character a little bit.
Oh.
But sometimes though, when it's not like, you know, if it's a consistent thing, like when I can see the energy, like when I feel like you're actually really passionate or intense about what you just kind of like actually got upset about or whatever, and you let it out, like it's kind of
But
Wow.
were you listening?
Ladies and
Sign him
gentlemen,
up.
You're like,
Sign him
I
up. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of the Haitian Millennial podcast. Mam Kapale, where we discuss topics that are related to the current aspect of Haitians in America, and also our story, our past experiences, our current experiences, and even the future ones that we're gonna possibly
We're striving
hypothetically
for.
speak on. Yeah, we're gonna push it forward. This is the platform where you hear from three Haitian millennials at that, you know, and of course the listeners. Sometimes we hear from you guys as well, and sometimes there are Zillennials and Gen Zs out there as well. So shout out to all of you guys.
Hey, Gen
we're
Z.
representing millennials, but we are open and accepting everyone, right?
Absolutely.
This is a open platform.
Yes, it
With that
is.
said, the three millennials are, starting with myself, Mark, I think I dropped
Oh
the
my
video,
goodness.
You dropped it?
Did I?
Is it
We're
official?
We're still with it. We're still with it.
Okay.
All right, I'm Mark the Dreamer.
All right.
And I am surrounded by two beautiful Haitian queens in the season 3. So let's start with the left. On my left, I have...
Listen, we're off to a great start, guys. I just want to let y'all know we are really
I'm
off.
on the air horn.
We are off to a great start. It's your girl Leona, and of course for season 3, 33,
Right.
333.
Right.
Of course I'm here.
Right.
Let's do it. Come on, guys.
Right.
You already know.
We here. And to my right, I have...
I'm still very real, but I'm just gonna go by Gigi now.
Oh, no more gorillas? Damn, son.
We gotta switch it up a little
We
bit.
have to
Okay.
RP? Is the gun?
I think gunshot.
We are here to bring you guys season 3. For last season, we talked about adulting, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the first season was pretty much getting to know us, getting to know our journey. And then we allowed you to see how we got to the adult stage that we in now. And this season, we are continuing. However, we're putting it in a different category. We are in different spaces in our lives, and we also know a lot of people that are Haitian, but that also has attained a lot of success. So, Gigi, introduce this new theme for this season.
Yeah, absolutely. We're gonna focus on Haitian success this season.
Round of applause, a little gunshot, a little.
Yeah, we're gonna be giving people their flowers. We're gonna shining light into different spaces and areas that Haitian people are thriving in. But we're also gonna allow you guys to learn about that process of getting to that place of success. Either from us. We're gonna have some guests this season. I think I can say that, right?
Oh, man.
We might have one today. You never know.
You never know.
Stay ready.
You never know.
I said, get it back. You told me to what's up, la la. Was that the first Creole word of season 3?
No.
Oh yeah, o te djou tap dormi depi a 8 heures ou rentre nan 40. So sorry. Yeah, for real. My bad. All right, back to the topic at
Okay,
hand.
Mark.
Back to the topic at hand.
But yeah, we're gonna take some time to really shed light on the great things that Haitian people are doing, because why not? People are working hard, doing great things, breaking the glass ceilings, entering into industries that Haitian people typically are not in. And so we're gonna talk about it.
And they're entering it, the ones that are entering it legally though, right?
Oh, we're going. Oh, that was hot.
And we're still very spicy
Yeah.
in season 3.
Speak. We will transition into this current hot topic, which is going on with our fellow Haitian family and culture. But before we do that, we're gonna quickly see how check the levels, see how everybody's doing right now. How y'all feeling?
Mon forme.
En forme? Tout le monde en forme? Even boy. Nah. We good. If there's anything you guys want to share about your personal life that's happening that you feel like the listener should know about, that it's been burning your chest before we get into our first topic.
I have something, but it's not necessarily about me personally. I think that just to reflect, I know we did a little bit about like season 2. And I think that adulting, although I feel like we did what we could, I know that we're going to do a lot more because adulting never stops.
No.
And although we just kind of like scratch the surface of some topics.
Was that supposed to be sad or happy?
I think it's a little bit of both. It's like, oh wow. Like,
feel not sadness.
No, and I don't want to be the party pooper, but I'm saying like we did what we could, and it's like yes, we love what we did, but here we are, season 3, getting to do more. So like that's what I'm excited about. So I'm glad we're getting to build on season 2, and just getting to like Gigi said, hand out the flowers and giving people a stage to like speak on what they do and how they do it while being Haitian.
Yeah, and highlighting that at the
I also want to say, the 2 people to my left are some of the most accomplished, successful individuals I know. And so, yes, you're going to hear about us. Because, we do things around here, okay? And so we're going to shed light a little bit more. And part of our adulting journey is hitting those milestones and doing the things that we're doing. So.
And I nominate Mark. I want to know more. What he does fascinates me.
Oh.
It does. In a good way. I'm just like, wow.
Yeah, Mark, this is your time to share.
Yeah, I want Mark front and center.
Successful businessman, entrepreneur, creative, director.
Let's not forget
all the accolades.
Okay. Not too much on Mark, please. Just a little.
He's a humble soul, y'all. He's very humble.
That's it. Was this song? But yeah, want to get right into it?
Yeah, let's do it.
We have a lot to cover, and I want to hear every single. I guess don't try to be.
Man!
Don't sugarcoat nothing. Like season 3 is the season that we're stepping into our what I'm saying.
Maybe you just have to bleep some things out. How about that?
No problem. All right.
Okay, cool.
We'll do that. All right, let's get right into it.
So we're gonna go with the scammers.
Hold up.
Oh gosh, we have categories.
We
got categories for 300. Steve,
let me get scammers for 300. Damn. I didn't know you was going with that word. Hold on. We never talked about that.
We didn't actually.
Are you an adult if you don't have insurance?
I think that if you
life
Mark,
insurance,
do you have Mark?
Yo,
No, stop. Did you know? I have a serious question. No,
Mark doesn't have life
no,
insurance.
I know that's not what I was gonna. That's not even what I was gonna ask. That's not even what I was. It was gonna be healthcare related. But listen, I think. Listen. It's funny because I was having a conversation with a guy friend of mine, and he was like, yes, I think that it's a red flag if a man does not have a PCP.
Okay.
So, I mean, I have a PCP,
Is that stand for a personal care plan?
Let's just keep going.
No,
because Mark's bullying himself. And I don't know if he's ready for this.
No, we love Mark. We're not going to keep on with this. Let's move on. We're going to have to move on.
No, we have to do this. This is important.
So a PCP is a personal care provider. Yeah. So when he said that, I laughed.
Or a primary care physician.
Right.
Yes, as well. There's a couple ways. So when he said that, I kind of chuckled because I was like, wow, that's just something I assume that people have. But some like there are, and I'm not trying to just make this like gender specific, but there are people who just don't enjoy going to the doctor or don't enjoy going to the healthcare facilities and things of that nature. So they just kind of like, until something serious happens, right. That's when they go.
It's like higher than men, and that's like, yeah.
Essentially, but
Asian men worse though. You know why?
Because
most not the ones that were born here, the ones that were brought to the US.
Why?
Because like. I guess when you first got here, most of your doctor visits are regarding immigration because you have to figure out what exactly is happening, and like for you to get approved with all these shots that you're supposed to take, because when you come from Haiti, you're supposed to like have and then like your parents take you to these places, but through their insurance and stuff, but they never have most of us, they never have like a specific doctor they take you to. They kind of like whatever the insurance take. Like if it was cheaper this way. Yeah. So then I think it doesn't, I guess most of the men, when they get older, it doesn't really, it's not second nature. I think some people, when they're born here, they've been going to the same doctor for like a long time. So then they have a primary care like early on in there. Like in Haiti, I had one that I went to all the time. When I came to the US, it was not really, there was not that relationship that was built. So it's more like if I go to the doctors because I'm going to the hospital and seeing someone just because of that certain situation. It was never somebody I built a relationship with over time.
You know
never
what?
thought about it that way.
I also think too, Leona, you know how we have OBGYNs?
Yeah.
Men don't have. Well, they do, but it's not like
It's not the same.
It's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the
So I
same.
do think because we're already in habit of going to someone, and then usually your OB will be like, "Oh, have you talked to your primary care?"
Yeah.
And so it just ends up happening.
Yeah, it's not an excuse though. It's more like the process, how it happens. I think also I'm only speaking from, I guess, the experience of the person who came to the U.S. I guess from that standpoint.
Is that where you want to stay?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
No, I'm just I'm just saying, like, from that angle, it's like it's a little it's not tough, but it is a little, I guess, a little tough depending on also like the area you in too. Because when I was, I guess, in the area of like Conway, the white people. If I could say that,
It's okay.
You can bleep that one out.
We're working it out.
and then it was more like primary cares were more available at that I guess at a higher rate. And then when we moved to technically Pine Hills, I think we started
Systemic
seeing.
issue.
No, and now I know that's what I was gonna say, Gigi. I was just about to. So now we're treading into the.
Well, we don't have
the
to go
deeper
deep because
water.
we still got
You're right.
topics
No,
to get to,
that was total side note, y'all. But this is what happens. Season 3. Come on.
But you know who could afford a primary care
What? Who?
provider and now he can't
Who?
because he's going to prison?
who?
Eddie Alexander.
Alexander.
He probably had a really good one at first, though.
He did.
I'm sure he did.
He did because he was $249 million rich off
a
his
lot of money.
scam. And so, yeah, while we were gone, you know, the people have been making money
Why you gotta be Asian though?
illegally.
Illegally.
Why could we stick to just chiropractor frauds and insurance? Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's not us. Sorry. Go back. What was the original? What
So
happened?
what was the story?
Yeah,
what's
the
the
story. Okay, so you guys remember like Bitcoin,
Yeah.
cryptocurrency becoming a thing. Well, you know, Haitian people had also dived into the craze of investing into cryptocurrency. Eddie had a company which sounds very Haitian, MNE FX.
MNE.
FX. And he claimed that his company had a software that would guarantee that investors would always get a 5% return on their investments. Now, if anybody is familiar with the stock market or investing or trading, a consistent 5% return on your investment is like unheard of.
Yeah.
And who were his majority of his clients? Haitian people.
Yeah, who believed that?
All the Haitians.
But
So is it? Oh damn! Let's continue with the story before I ask the question. Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know what happened.
So he had his company, and essentially what he was doing was that he was taking old investors' money and pocketing it for himself, using it in different ventures, but he was never actually investing their money.
God.
But
So
he
he
was invested in his own life.
Exactly, in his own life, 15 million to be exact. And so he would.
Wait, how much was he worth though?
249 million was his company. That's how much dollars.
And he made 15?
He pocketed 15
Oh.
personally
Oh wow.
in his
Okay.
own bank account.
Wow.
Yeah. But what he would do is he would go to other Haitians, and now he has the trust of the community, and he would use new investors' money to pay old investors' money. So it was a classic Ponzi scheme.
Sounds like somebody else I know, but we're not there yet.
Somebody that you used to know.
But we can't go there.
So he was arrested last year, May 2022. You know, the government caught him before it could, you know, explode. He was probably on track to make billions of dollars if he followed the Madoff pathway, because in the Haitian community, no one was calling out some of the discrepancies in their money. Not to the government, but amongst themselves, they would talk about it. Like if their payment was late, they would complain,
Right.
but they wouldn't go to the authorities about their payment being late.
Because we don't like to rat on our people.
I have a question.
But that's the opposite for the next story. But go ahead.
So if I'm understanding correctly, because like, for example, like when you have like like crypto.com and you have the app, you're investing into that app. So is this money directly to him?
He had a platform. Yeah, he had an app.
Okay.
But the app was like Haitian friendly. But
okay.
Meaning you didn't have to be too savvy. And it was older. It was older Haitians that he really got.
So he made it seem like, okay, you're good at this.
He said there was like a special robot or technology that his app had that made investing easy.
That's unfortunate.
He was smart.
El ambon.
But
We need to add that drop.
yes.
To the drop.
Yes. But he was arrested. There's been a lot of fallout because people realized, they may not get their money back, and some had invested thousands of dollars into this. But recently, as of last week, he did plead guilty.
Oh.
He did take a plea deal, and so.
Actually, I have a thing. Do you mind if I do this?
Yeah.
Okay, so now that you're saying this, my mom.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Let me make sure. Hold on. Do it.
Oh.
Do it. Who can I run to?
Say it ain't so.
Do it. Let's see. Maybe he'll pick up. Hold on. What was the name of that thing?
M&E FX.
Yes, acteur.
Hello, Babi?
Tu vas solide?
Vai, sou lui. Et en question, yeah.
Qu'est-ce que
Ou songe ba mami tap investi a? Kote nèg la prend tout comme la vel là.
Yeah.
Est-ce que Emini?
Emini, yeah.
Emini FX? Oh, cat!
Et lui-même, oui.
Yeah.
Et quand il y a là, monsieur plaide coupable, ben.
Yeah, c'est n'a appelé là, n'a parlé sur ce sujet et puis me dit qu'est-ce que même ba là monsieur,
Et même là, oui, on haïtien, au contraire haïtien va faire manifestation devant parce que yo toujours joindre cobio. Yo pas avec cobio perdu, non, yo avec cobio te qu'on a gagné chaque mois, yo pas garder résultat, non yo même. Yeah, au contraire fait manifestation pour mettre monsieur dehors. Bon, moi yo condamné monsieur à 2 millions. 3 millions de dollars comme ça, monsieur paye comme bonne pour mettre dehors. Bah, même si vous mettez monsieur dehors.
Quête, voilà, doit en pile. Parce que le sujet était comme si, nous en était presque comme si ça me baille comme
non, mon cher, là, j'en parle nous perdu, pas garder, ça m'a nous perdu, parce que ça m'a nous perdu, il parle nous permettre, mais. Parle nous investi tout ça qui est, mais. Parle nous qui est à oui, mais pas ça, comme ça.
Allez, regardez là, ok, on va parler plus tard.
Okay, I'm just shocked that this is
Your mom was investing.
But the thing is, what my mom, I guess, what didn't really go bad is she didn't invest her own money. My uncle believed it so much, which is what he was saying, that he invested for her. So she was making money off of it, but it wasn't her money. My uncle did it, and it was in Canada too. My uncle's in Canada.
Okay. Because this guy was based in Long Island.
Yeah, so you had a lot of Haitians in there. That's I guess
wow. Look at that.
It was the same thing. It was like right at home. Emini.
M&E FX.
What if we about to invest? I said, "But go."
Oh man.
I'm keeping a skim. I'm just see Haitians don't tell you about that. Your parents don't tell.
But that's why I'm like, you see, like I'm
until it was bad. That's when they told me.
I'm shook because we're sharing this, having no clue Mark's family.
Not even no clue. I need to call my family. That's what I need to do.
But that's so scary about, I think, when Haitians are subject to these types of things, because I think we're very vulnerable to scams.
Right. Because we don't think that people actually are going to be doing stuff.
Especially our own.
I think it's also about like the newness of something too. I don't know how prevalent this type of like even it's new to us. Like right. It's new to us even now. So explaining an opportunity to like invest in like what the success rate is, and then hearing testimonies and things like that. Like you get the buy-in, especially from a group who wants to, advance. Like that's what they want to do. So this is like, I'm sad to hear this because it's like, goodness.
For real.
Right.
Like people who invest, like you said, Gigi, like what they had into this and then to no end is like.
So my dad has like, I don't know if it's good intuition or just, I don't know. He kept telling my mom, yo, nah, like don't do it. And then my uncle came and was like doubled down and asked my dad to do it. My dad was like, So, and then he said, and this is, I'm not trying to rat him out or anything because I didn't know this was specifically that, but he was having a moment. He said, it
was a dream.
He said, tá le wè ba la krasé. Après je priye, il dit comme ça, ouais, m'm senti gon feeling ba la abo même, ou ka wè krasé. And then he said a week later,
Wow.
the news came out. He was like, I was thinking it was gonna crash. I didn't know it was gonna be that fast.
So your uncle was probably a newer investor.
Probably.
Oh my goodness.
But he said he invested. That's what my dad was saying. He's like his wife has diabetes now because of the stress because he invested.
My goodness.
No, it's bad.
He invested his whole life savings in there. Because again, you invest big
to
win
get
big.
To win big,
Because you're 5%. Yeah.
And that's what we're told as the American dream. Like you have to make passive income. Wow.
No, but I have no, Mark.
sorry. That's my favorite uncle. Actually, that's the uncle who raised me, by the way. If anybody been following the story of the Haitian Millennial podcast, but that was the uncle.
What I was gonna say was, I do want to like just for a tad explore the dynamic between like your father being like no to something new, and then your uncle being open to something new.
Because he's very progressive.
Okay.
So there goes the different dynamics. My dad's a pastor, but he's a very conservative and very like old school in his ways.
Got it.
If the thing don't make sense to him, it don't make sense.
Period.
You know what I'm saying? Him, like my uncle, he studied engineering, and he was working with the American Embassy in Haiti. Like he was a little bit more into the system.
Got it.
So he's more prone to seeing the bigger picture than my dad is, which again, it's a gift and a curse because to him it's like, I see this thing and this is what I've been looking for. And then my dad's like, I don't know. But either way, I think if he would have won, it would have looked out so much better.
I know.
But of course, in this situation,
and like people like your uncle, they're not like, I feel like your uncle represents the very educated, well-informed individual.
Yeah.
It's just that like, again, when it's your own people, you're gonna trust another Haitian,
especially if they show how much money you make.
Correct.
If they was making that, if you could see, like, let's just say if you've been in for like a year and you've seen like consistent return, you're like, why wouldn't I tell the next person?
Yeah, it's like dumb not to say yes.
Right.
But
what do you guys think? You guys would have fell for it?
no.
Well, I mean, I can't just listen. I'm not gonna say that because I was deep into crypto when it like first came out. Like like my friends and I were talking about it every day. We were trying to figure out like what made sense for us and things like that. So I can understand the impact or why you would go into something like that. Now, verifying wise, because cryptocurrency in general is very unregulated. Like we know that it's not regulated. Even me working in like education, a lot of people want to go in like the field of cybersecurity to enter into crypto and those type of things because there needs to be an extra layer of protection. But I'm not going to sit here and say I would never fail for something like that because when somebody is showing you evidence, like for instance, like right now, if Gigi came up to me and was like, hey, I'm doing this thing. It's working out for me. Why wouldn't I? Like you said, Gigi, like it's almost stupid for me not to do it.
Right.
Depending on what it looks like, of course.
And I guess fortunately / unfortunately, I can be stupid / not stupid. Like I'm like Mark's dad. Like it has to make sense for me in order for me. And so I'll ask a lot of questions. I have to read a lot of things. And maybe by the time I get to my conclusion, the opportunity has passed on. And so I don't think I would have done it because I'm already not savvy enough to get into traditional investing and stuff like that because I'm so adverse to losing money. I couldn't stand it.
Makes sense.
It'd make me sick.
My boss always says this. He's like, action in the absence of orders. So if the direction is not there and you're tapping into like the word of mouth, I guess it's like I can see both sides. Yeah, I think that's just where I'm gonna put the pin in. Like, I can see both sides of like your dad's caution and then like your uncle being like, no, like I like, because I'm sure he's had other things that have played out well. You know what I mean? So I can definitely see both sides. I
wonder if somebody had pulled out. Did anybody pull out and actually like kind of like say, I made this much money and I'm good?
Yeah, that's where it started to unravel. People were trying to pull their money out.
Okay.
And then he couldn't pay them back.
Damn. It's a scheme until it's not a scheme.
Until it's not.
Damn. Anyway, all right. I think we have another scamming issue in our community. So I also want to hear, like, has anybody in our generation, like, as a Haitian Millennial, did anybody, like, if you are listening and you fell for it, not fell for it, but you went in, let's just not say fell because, again, you probably thought it was legit at the time. But if anybody that is listening, if you went in and something happened, and of course it's unfortunate, but we would love to hear, like, what's your thought in that. And you think they were getting older people because of the lack of, like, the gap, the technology gap that there is.
I have another take on it too. I also think older people got caught up because I've noticed that as a community, we don't have a lot saved for retirement. I think our parents' generation prior, they could really rely on Social Security, but now we're seeing what happens when you're just living on Social Security. And so I do think that, like, angle of like, oh, how are you going to take care of yourself when you're older? I think also kind of was the attractor there too.
Speaking of taking care.
Oh God. Yes, because we're
what a segue. Perfect.
What's the next one?
Because scammers be scamming, Lord.
Nigga, I say listen. Nigga, I say listen close. I'm going to nurse. I'm sure you heard the news, unless you've been under a rock. But
unless you've been under a
it's
rock,
really digested from our perspective, like.
Ooh. Earlier this year, we learned of the fake nursing diploma scheme in Florida. Not just any place in Florida, South Florida.
And just a disclaimer, this pod used to record in Florida. Not no more. As of this news. We are recording somewhere remote.
No, Leon and I are, used to be proud representatives of Palm Beach County.
We were.
Like I knew it.
Yeah.
No, for real.
Like I knew it.
No, like
literally. Up the street.
Yeah.
Craziness.
Okay,
Unfortunately, several schools in South Florida were a part of an intricate operation to help nursing school students earn their diploma and pass their NCLEX without actually completing the necessary coursework, clinicals, and curriculum for a nursing degree. Right now they're thinking they sold fake degrees to 7,600 nurses.
That's a large number.
A large number. And about half of them actually earned their nursing certificate.
Half of them earned it, and so some of them went to the school.
The ones they've been able to identify, like that went through the school, got the diploma, took the test, and passed. It's half.
So how did they find out?
I think part of the process is your school has to have a certain percentage for pass rate for the NCLEX. And I think that there was more about the story where I think the school, I can't remember what school it was specifically. It might have been Palm Beach. I don't remember.
It's still open.
Yeah, I don't want to say it. Allegedly. I don't know. But I think that the passing rate was like either 30% or lower. So that's what causes like attention to it. It's like, hey, what's going on here? What's the curriculum? How are people even able to like sit, because you need approval to sit for that NCLEX exam. So that leads to more digging, and then you find out the web of what's going on. And it was pretty shocking to me.
Yeah, they actually started investigating back in 2016.
Oh.
But it took years for them to develop the case, and really things like took off during the pandemic. A lot of people went back to school.
travel nursing.
Not fair come. Not about travel. Okay, not can't go. Not
But
too
this was a multi-million-dollar operation. Like,
what are the so is this the first time in our generation or in the timing of the generation of Haitian in America that there has been such high number earnings through our culture in a way, and like, or the scam to be in such level of high earning of millions? Is this like the first time this is happening?
That's a good question.
Because I feel like this is the time, right? It feels like why is it now? Is it because like information is more accessible, where people are like finding how to scam over the past years? Because this stuff like pyramid scheme, I mean, crypto's new, but at the same time, what made it, or even the nursing thing? Like, nursing's been around. I mean, the pandemic made it, like, heightened it, but at the same time, what made somebody click and say, we can make so much money off of this? Like, what made this money shift happen for us to even be in this situation?
I wonder, like,
I feel like our names was good before.
Yeah, I think there's like so we're not gonna name drop all the names because again, this is close to home.
Yeah, we don't need to.
But there's almost this part of me that thinks the person doing the scam doesn't think they're actually scamming. Like, I think they might think they're actually being very savvy business people. No, sincerely. No, like, and I'm gonna,
the person on top or the people that are actually going in it.
The people on top.
Because you're wearing a big cake right now.
I know, and I'm not defending the behavior. I'm not defending the behavior. I'm trying, like, because this, to me, knowing it's Haitian people doing this, I thought morally, and I know that's maybe not naive.
Like morally?
And maybe that's naive of me.
Going high right now.
No, maybe that's naive.
You're taking us out of here.
But I thought morally, there's certain crimes we just won't do.
Okay, I see what you're saying. I see what you mean, like, the two examples of scamming that we're discussing right now is a little out of the ordinary for Haitians.
Like I didn't think we were like white collar crime people.
Yes, I see. Okay.
So you think they believe, rephrasing or paraphrasing,
allegedly,
that they thought they were doing something that was completely legit, or somewhat legit to the degree that they don't think they were gonna.
I think they thought they were just being business savvy.
Business savvy.
And then in the context of the nursing scheme, it can almost, and I'm not saying I agree, this is not, no, but think about it. You're trying to be a nurse. You go to Palm Beach State, they're telling you 2 years. You go to UCF, they're telling you 4 years. You come to this school, I'm going to not name the school. Y'all have Google. They tell you less than a year.
Simple.
The choice is yours. I will. I'm gonna to sprinkle a little add-on to that. You're talking about the people at the top.
Yeah.
For me, if I'm talking about the people like involved, I think that it's an honest. I made this decision because this is how they told me that the program is run.
The ones who
participate.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
You know. Yeah. That's my honest hope.
You know what I mean when the person's sleeping and wake up in the night and some stuff just don't make sense. I feel like at least like one person or sleeping like
somebody maybe had that thought.
Nurse,
you know.
Nurse.
Have you seen the TikToks? They're like side eye. Side eye. No, I don't know. As someone, so this is like total, like, so I wanted to be a nurse at one point in my life. It didn't work out because it just, no, like it's hard. Nursing school. I plead the fifth on that one. But what I'm saying is, like, I've done nursing courses when I first started in college. Like, that was my thing. I did a whole LPN program, you know, and it is challenging. And I'm not saying that different professions or different industries are not, you know, all challenging in themselves, but science and these type of things are super, super challenging. So my biggest takeaway from the whole thing was like, wow, you were able to pass this thing
That's why Haitian men love finding nurses because you connaissez pas n'importe petit bail ou jouer nurse.
Yeah, like it's almost baffling. Like wowzers, but we got to hear from the bird's mouth. Like we got to get it from like inside scoop.
Not for real. Don't you have a friend that's a nurse?
I do.
A real nurse.
Don't we have a friend of the pod that's a nurse?
Yes.
You know nurse qui était passé by on va skim là dans vie.
Oui.
What's it? Un chicken. What's the problem? Nous allons parler avec un bon nurse là.
Yes. Vraiment.
Hey,
Vraiment nurse.
but shout out to the fake nurses too though. You were brave. No, you have to have balls. You don't have balls, but hello. May we speak to Belinda, s'il vous plaît?
Is this you?
Oh my God.
Oh, t'as mangé?
Il tape dans me.
Hein? Pas comprendre. You t'as dormi ou t'as mangé? Qu'est-ce que ça de?
I'm actually laying down.
Non, on connaît bonheur sur you. T'as dormi. Qu'est-ce que t'as dormi sur le travail? Parce qu'il va révoquer license ou là toujours.
Ah non, les gars, licence vraiment.
On still fait 12 hours. So dormi, so manger. Okay. So, just so you know, you are live right now on the Haitian Millennial podcast.
Oh.
Listen. Of course, you know.
Hi, friends.
Hi. Hey, B.
Wow.
All right. So we're gonna get real to the real thing. I know, you probably heard about the nursing thing that's going on down. And are you from Palm Beach as well?
Belanda area, yeah.
Okay, so you're adjacent to where it happened. So how did it hit you, like when you first heard about it, like? And also we had Leona talk about a little bit about the process about being a nurse. So we want to just kind of get your thoughts on that.
To the pod. I'm glad y'all talking about this. Honestly, when I first heard it, I thought it was hilarious because obviously during the time that they probably did it is around the COVID time. So everybody was trying to get into the bag. Okay, nurses are making the big money. So I don't blame them, but I mean, I'm glad to hear that no one was actually injured. No patients were reported as injured, and even if they were, I don't think they'd actually tell us. But that's just my personal opinion. But I mean, I'm not mad at it. Some people think you should go to jail. I think that's a little excessive. But I'm like, I don't really think you have to go to jail. Take their license away? Sure. They don't need to be practicing no more because y'all don't know what to do for real. But they actually did pass the influx, so that's the questionable part about it. So, I mean, that's just my views on it. I don't think anybody needs to go to jail for it. Just take away the license and go about your business. Like, we don't need to be doing this whole ordeal of putting people under the jail for this. It's just not necessary.
Mark wants them to go to jail.
Listen.
Wait, why you think listen? You gotta understand, I was on TikTok, I was getting comments on this, and people are like, well, shoot, I wish I would have used my time wisely and got a 50K degree. But I mean, it is what it is. Like, people just were trying to work smarter, not harder.
Work smarter, not harder. Okay, I'll tell you when you work smarter. So, okay, before you said a lot, which I appreciate, and we appreciate as a podcast, to bringing light, from a nurse who's doing it. And but one thing that I pinpoint, I'm like, yo, you're a real nurse. You thinking about these people, and you like,
I'm a real nurse.
Right. You like, I don't want them to go to jail. Like, you care, and that's the thing we need from our nurses. Like, we want them to care about people.
Such kind people.
But pas bien care ça, okay? I know you like, but how does it make you feel that you went through the whole process? You know how hard it is to become a nurse, right?
It is. It's extremely hard. I blood, sweat, and tears with this degree. Literal tears. You can actually own a piece of me. Okay? But
so Laura mon a pris un shortcut comme ça, qui s'en sent tout en dedans.
I feel what I still wasn't feeling those type of ways.
That's
Like
what
I
people
met
are
other
bonus.
nurses. I've been marinating in this, and the jokes have actually been really funny. I don't know. I'm not like serious and think that it's disrespectful. I'm just like, wow, like y'all really wanted to get to this bag. Okay. I mean, I'm glad no one was actually hurt, but it's the fact that they got away with it for so long for me. So I mean,
For sure. DG has a question.
B.
yes.
So
Yes.
do you feel bad for the nurses, or you don't feel bad for the nurses, or you're condoning them taking this path, or?
Oh, absolutely not. I am not condoning this in any way, shape, or form. I don't feel bad for them. It's just like, okay, you are bound to get caught. And I just think it's funny because I'm like, wow, y'all really bought a whole degree. We got to just went to school. But I mean, hey, if you just want to get to you got to think about it. Like when you see everything on the news, and I'm thinking about like COVID and just like, if you're just trying to get an easy way out and get your money, like I can see how somebody can like, nah, I'm going to just go and get this degree real quick and go make this money and be straight. I just hope that they went ahead and actually, did something with their money and not like blew the bag and called it a day. And now you ain't got a license to work up there anymore.
I have a question. So I know, you and I, B, we chit chat, but share with us like what's come of, like what's been the result of this news breaking and like now how nurses are being viewed and like what they're saying specifically, like, and how that's impacting like the bag that the real RNs can make. Like what's going on?
I mean, it's so funny because I feel as if over the past couple of years, nurses have gone from being the healthcare heroes to being selfish and greedy for wanting to make their money and like, get paid appropriately. And then now there's a joke in the nursing community of like, oh, okay, let's ask this nurse, what's the real word? What's the generic name for Tylenol? And if they say, wait, what's that? Or they be like, oh, wait, what's acetaminophen? And you're confused. It's like, oh, okay, you bought this degree. You didn't actually go to school.
Attention. This is groundbreaking. Gunshot.
Listen.
Monsieur Aïssimio, attendez bien. Monsieur Aïssimio, Monsieur Aïssimio, mais qui gens pour nous prendre fake nationaux. Non. Papa réponse non. Papa réponse non. Air no. Relim pita. Bum insert ask. M'gé kek das check. M'gé kek das
Y'all be
check.
easy out here. But no, honestly, I have one friend who pretty much was like, well, you got to be able to ask the nurses like where their license is from, or like show me proof of your license, which is actually pretty dumb because like the point is they had a license. It's just that they didn't have the schooling to prove it. But the board of nursing didn't double check that. So that's a conversation for another day.
That's true.
But all in all, like I just feel as if like now we're going to run into people of like, well, now that they know this, the public is just going to be like, well, people are out here buying nursing degrees. Are you a real nurse? Do you know what you're doing? And just, scrutinizing like every little thing that you do as if they weren't doing that already. So yeah, us nurses can't catch a break, especially the real nurses in Florida that actually went to school for this. So, I mean, it is what it is.
She was telling me about the posting where they was saying they don't want certain people applying.
Yes.
Yeah.
I seen that the other day. I had a friend in TikTok, and basically, I think it was in Texas. A nursing facility, or I think it was a nursing home, needed help for nurses. There was an ad in a newspaper, and in the newspaper it said no Haitians can apply. And I'm like, now come on, like y'all are doing too much.
Damn, is that real, or you think it was?
I think
just...
it's yeah.
No, it was real. It was actually real. It was actually on the news, and the people who actually posted the people who actually posted it pretty much said like came out with an apology and everything. There's a whole news conference about it and everything. Like it was a real deal, and they actually said no Haitians on there, which is crazy because it's not just Haitians that went through this. It's just they're the ones who got caught, but it's all over. Like there's been a bunch of other schools that have been, these of like, y'all are not actually real nursing schools. The accreditation isn't there, and it's just, I don't know. It's just really the spotlight is really on the Haitian community right now about that. So So
I think you're making a great point, but I have a take which I don't know if it's widely good or accepted, but I do think in every industry there is a loophole, right? Mm-hmm. So in my opinion, I think that there was that loophole there. They just showed it to the wrong person at the wrong time. It's like maybe you can probably get away with maybe like 5 fake nurses here and there, in the system that probably won't get flagged, right? Maybe, just hypothetically, right? Let's just say that was the situation. Maybe every year somebody was getting in like 10 or 20 possibly.
Okay.
Because it's an inside system, and if they want to kind of get you in, you can. And they probably showed this lady. They showed her once.
The loophole.
She said,
we about to take off with this one.
Everybody, come on.
She went to her husband and said, "You get married." And I think that's what happened. She got carried away. I think they got carried away, and they saw the pandemic. Everybody wanted to be making money in the industry that was booming, which was nurses. Yeah. And they were just like, if they're gonna keep coming, let's keep.
But that's 8 years, because Gigi said that they've been investigating since 2016.
It was slower.
But they were
back
doing
then.
like little numbers.
Wow, really? I didn't know that.
200, 300, and then when they started doing thousands, and it's like, oh, we got you now.
Now we got you.
Right.
One thing my mom mentioned, and she's a CNA. She's been a CNA for over 30 years. She mentioned that a lot of the students, or a good portion of them that actually passed, were LPNs. That
LPNs
wanted
already.
to become RNs. And so something I thought was interesting was that as an LPN, as a CNA, you're seeing the RNs every day. And so they could have technically been learning.
That was clinicals.
They just couldn't, they just didn't have the means either to like do a full degree or whatever. And so they saw this as their.
So I saw that a few people saying that Haitians are smart to pick up things on the job.
That's true.
And I was like, yeah, I agree with you. But it makes it more, I guess, more realistic now that they were already in the field. It wasn't like fresh off. They weren't like they weren't working at Disney and out of nowhere. They started being a nurse. I get it. Okay, it makes more sense now. So now, do the people that were LPNs, because I'm not really familiar with all the different titles, do they lose their license completely after?
I think they will because nursing is like considered like a trusted profession. Every time there's a survey, that's like the number one trusted profession. I don't know about this year though, because of what just happened, but I think they probably will lose both licenses, especially licensees probably. Yeah, since they was discovered, y'all are pretty much y'all were fraud.
So what I meant was really like removed from the field. So I'm guessing that's what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, they're gonna take away their LPN license.
CDL ouvert, mesdames.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I didn't see that coming.
LPN, CDL. You're going to toilet, tout toilet.
Oh my God.
No toilet.
Oh my goodness, no, Mark, get out.
Belinda, we appreciate you. You're awesome.
I appreciate y'all.
That's my nurse bae on the line, y'all.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
No. AKA Fourth Mic. We're gonna talk about that.
No, we're not talking about it. You don't know.
All right,
later.
Bye, guys.
Oh, that was really interesting. I think I felt like I learned a lot just now.
Good. We still need to find out about that PCP.
Was it? You're like, stop, let PCP, LPN, CDL,
RN, CNA.
No, RN can do that. Toilet just have a party. Toilet.
Okay. Oh man! Wow!
All right.
Chile.
So let's ask the real questions. Y'all know anybody who actually went to do it? That came forward? That's the real question.
Oh, I don't know.
I do
not. There's like speculation. Obviously, us being from Palm Beach, who did it, who didn't do it, but me personally, no.
Same. What about you, Mark?
Nobody has gone ghost. Let's stop posting about you. It's just.
You know what? I never thought about that. That might be an indicator.
Oh my goodness.
Social media.
Yo,
to post nurse your DVD.
travel nurses, y'all be posting.
Yeah, they do.
Yo, that's the question I meant to ask. B, do you think just like the CDL and other stuff, do you think the profession has now been tainted because of the amount of money people see people like?
Oh yes.
I guess the invite to make money, like the money pool, is it really like hurting?
I think nursing for the last probably 20 years has been tainted, in my opinion, because of the amount of people I know pre-scheme, because like the pressure in the Haitian community to become a nurse, I think tainted in that like I think there's people in the career who don't actually want to be a nurse, who don't enjoy nursing, that could care less about healthcare and caring for patients, but the money is good. Like I didn't take nursing classes. When I went to orientation, the director or the dean of the College of Nursing said over 80% of y'all not even gonna make it past year 1. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice.
Right.
And I switched over to pre-med, which obviously didn't work out. But like the point is there's so many people.
Education is like right next to nursing. Like we're doing good.
We're doing great. But I think a lot of people are in the career and don't actually care. And I think you hear stories about people in the hospital who've had horrible experiences with nurses. I think that's the side effect of that.
But I think it's also, like you said, Mark, your question, like the generalities of like, does an industry herd interest based off of the financial aspect? Yeah, absolutely. I think that. And then once things are marketed like the fast track, absolutely. I mean, I would say the only industry, well, I don't want to say only, but as of late, what I've noticed is like in healthcare, like becoming a doctor. Like that's something I've definitely seen in a decline.
Call or dad.
In interest.
My dad calling me outside.
Because of the amount of time and debt. Like, there are people who go into that because it's like a true passion. It's like something that, Gigi, like, I don't know. I know that people have the thought of like, I'm going to do this because I know I can make a lot of money. But then they see along that way, there's other ways to make almost like the same amount without such a commitment and such a requirement. I think that, yeah, like if somebody told me right now that being like Mark would take me 2 months, and you know what I'm saying? And I could be traveling and making a bag. I might see what they just like
being like Mark take 2 months.
That's what I'm saying. Gigi's like, I'm not buying it.
You're not buying it. There was a I did a course, with capturing content and stuff. I did a course for a young lady. She's a nurse, but she was teaching this concept of nurse entrepreneur, not nurse entrepreneur. Yeah. It was nurse mixed with entrepreneur together, which again, it was a terrible mix. However, it was a great catch for a lot of nurses who was feeling the wave of after the pandemic, and they were tired of working in the hospitals. So she was giving them an option to become entrepreneurs by having their own practice, I guess. And they were kind of like doing IV hydration.
Oh, okay.
Are you familiar with that?
Yes.
So that's like more of like the health and beauty industry.
Like aesthetics.
Yeah.
More of like the aesthetics field.
Okay.
So I felt like these scams have led. I'm not saying that one's a scam. No. I'm not saying that one is a scam, but I'm saying that a lot of nurses are open to more things outside of the industry norm because of such high, inflation or group people going into that, and maybe even internally, some people knew some people had a fake nurse.
Maybe they did.
Maybe they did. My mom calls them microwave nurses.
Microwave nurse.
I like
something. I see.
Well, we want crock pot.
I see a bit boo.
Yes.
Okay. Before we get off on this subject, I have one more scenario for you guys.
Oh no!
As you mentioned, Haitians are they were probably doing this thinking it was a business savvy. move.
Allegedly.
So I'm gonna go and give you guys this thing. I saw this clip, and I'm not gonna say the guy's name because, yeah, it's something in the future for that thought process. So he came to the U.S. and he wanted to be a millionaire. He wanted to make millions. He wanted to make a lot of money. So he was in Miami, figuring out how to really get to the bag. So he stumbled upon a Cuban practice that was helping Cubans in Miami get their GED or high school diploma in 3 months, right? Mm-hmm. And most people feel like you have to go through a whole year process to get it. So he looked at himself and said, Cubans are similar to my Haitian people. They need a GED to get jobs, their jobs in certain places that, especially truck driving or whatever it may be, they need a GED at least to get in. So he saw a need, right? And said, hey, what can I do that? Or maybe let's do something better. He asked the Cuban, because the class was going for $350. He asked the Cuban professor, the guy that was teaching the class, and said, if I bring you 50 people, can you give me the class at $250? Right? Okay. So now he's like, okay, I'm making a little bit of money. So if I charge these people $350, I'm making $100 profit.
I see what's going on
right?
here.
Right?
Okay.
Here's what he did. And this is how he said he became a millionaire. He went to the Haitian community and saw there was the need and went on the Haitian radio. He said he didn't know what he was doing at the time. He went on the Haitian radio and said, hey guys, if you want to get, and this is how he actually says it. Hey guys, if you want to get your high school diploma or GED in 3 months, call me. I know how to do it and I can get you your diploma and GED in 3 months. So a lot of Haitians, of course, who were looking for jobs and started hitting this man up. Mm-hmm. So the only thing is, and I'm not going to say problem, the only thing is, and I will allow you guys to judge to see his character or if he did that right from a business standpoint. He charges the Haitians that are coming $1,500. So he got 700 people that year, and that's how he became a millionaire.
$250. How much is the class?
$250.
And he's charging $1,500.
Yeah.
He's making $1,200.
$1,200.
And then you said 700
times 7. How many people?
Yeah.
Okay.
He said $700. 700 people that year. It might have been more because I guess that doesn't.
No, I can see the mill. Yeah,
no,
but
he's not far.
Is this
So
before taxes, after taxes? Okay.
I don't know if there was taxes. So, right. What do you think? Before I go into his explanation on why he didn't feel like that was robbery, what do you guys feel is that? How do you guys feel about that?
So this is legit.
You get a GED, yeah,
and it's a legit
diploma.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Okay. Wow.
Was it a value proposition? So you think he was having people pay for the value, or do you think it's clearly robbery of our people? So, like for example, if we were to talk about how these people seem, you go get the class or whatever, and they probably charging because they was charging what $7,000 for the RN or 15?
No, it's 15. I think it's $15,000.
$15,000.
Right. So do you think people are going for? I'm going to charge you for value, even though the product I'm giving you is worth
this much,
whatever, and I'm paying this much for it, but it's worth X, Y, and Z. So do you think that's smart business, or you think that's robbery?
So. Very business savvy. However, there are ways to get a GED in the US like almost virtually free. I don't know what year this was, but there are ways to go about getting it that
I think
don't.
It was 07 maybe.
Okay, yeah. At that point, yeah. Or less money than what he charged. I think the $250, $350 makes sense for a GED, but he said in 3 months too. Oh my God, I don't know. It's just,
which side do you follow?
I think but I'm coming from an education background, so I know how much a credit hour costs at your local state college, and then what he's charging. Dang.
With an education background, like as of late, I know Gigi's like she's like a veteran, like education. I think that time is money, and when something is expedited, I don't think that I'm speaking from the person who wants the service. So as someone who wants the service, who has a need, who is in a time crunch, that cost compared to what I will gain wouldn't be so
smart business for you.
I'm gonna say that, but I don't feel good saying that. It doesn't sit well in my spirit. But the reason I say that is because like I know that like accessibility for certain communities and certain like just it's hard.
Cost, though? At what
I
cost?
know it's
because we're not even on the Biden thing, but people are actually charging people to fill out.
Yes,
that Biden.
they are.
So
it's
again,
free.
this is where again.
But
we're not gonna go there. At least not this episode.
Okay,
so
maybe not this. I don't think we should.
So okay, I kind of have an answer. You don't technically need to pay anything to study for the GED. That's not like if an institution is offering classes for you to be able to take the test, that's not like a mandate or a requirement. And so I do think the fact that, this Cuban business already had a set price, and I'm sure they were successful, to now decide to increase the price. Yes, from a capitalism standpoint, you won, right? But from a helping your community, from really being able to make it accessible to others, it's
yeah, because word of mouth is free.
Yeah,
like you could have got on that same radio station and been like, hey, you can connect with this person, and that's still you being middleman is providing the information.
Does that get you $1 million?
But that's what I'm saying, the access, like that's why I'm trying not to speak.
How
like,
fast do you want the $1 million?
Exactly.
I was gonna say that too, because you can make it over 300.
Yeah,
you can. And I think that business savvy is really good for this, like what to call it, because I think that if this was your, how people have that one shot, 1 million, I just want to say I did it. Yeah. That's what you did.
Yeah.
Because long term,
he made more millions after that.
I need to hear the remainder of this story.
This specific person is actually he's probably one of the top entrepreneur image that the Haitian community has right now, because he leveraged that million
in many scams.
Listen, see, this is where I'm not.
I don't know.
But he invested in real estate, flipped real estate. So he made the million make more millions. And now he's a multi-millionaire.
Yeah, and I think this is where, like, I think as Haitian people are becoming more savvy, and especially our generation, like, I do think we're starting to cross into that territory, because his story is is very similar to most of the billionaires in this country. To be honest,
they kind of like.
That's what I'm saying. It's a smart.
It's what the American dream is made of. To finesse the system.
It's the part they don't tell us, but yeah.
Yes, it's what they don't tell us. They tell us the dream, but what really goes into the dream, like what they tell people, is hard work. But hard work is not also the shortcuts.
Yeah.
And the lying and the other parts that they don't tell you about. To make it. Yeah, exactly. Honest. Living,
look them up. Look up the Rockefellers, the Fords.
But yeah, so it's hard for us to. And then the one thing he said that was really interesting, he said, you don't have to be a politician, right? You don't have to rob people to make $1 million. You can make $1 million the way I made $1 million. He said that. So to him, it was honest business. He said you don't have to rob people to make $1 million.
I guess my question is,
you don't have to be a politician in Haiti or a gang member.
Did they know they could pay less?
Information.
They didn't know that. How did the Cuban feel after he learned that he did?
The Cuban is probably like, what?
You think they're friends?
No.
I don't think they're friends at all. And honestly, I hope that he wasn't negatively influenced. Because he could have changed his whole setup too.
Imagine they're in the class, like,
true.
how much you pay? It was like, how much you pay for this class? And they're like, go $1,500. And he's like, oh, they probably go to him and said, okay, I need a higher cut than that. I'm gonna charge you more. He probably couldn't keep doing it. And also one of his things was like managing 700 people that year was hard. So even though he made the $1 million, but it was very hard because managing, how they tell you to do the process, and sometimes working with our people could be a little. What I mean by
it's
that,
not funny,
in the
but
best way, in the best way possible. I mean that in the best way possible. It takes time to work with our people.
We're gonna unpack that this season.
It takes time to work with our people.
Yeah,
it does.
Because we're talking about success.
Right. But imagine 700 people.
Yeah.
That you literally have to 700 Haitians that you have to walk through the process.
Did he have a team?
That's the thing. He didn't mention that. So he mentioned
to.
he made $1 million, but I'm not sure how much he had to split or how much these cost. So it's interesting.
It's fascinating. But again,
we can get him on the show.
But again, because there's like specific needs for our community, I do think there are people who have like that aha moment. Like this is my
One moment.
aha. This is what
He's gonna make it into a drop.
Hey! It's gonna be right with the good side.
I appreciate that.
Go ahead.
That's a good spot. But no, I just think there's people who are going to see those areas that we really need assistance, like GEDs, nursing, CDLs, whatever. And I just want people to do it from a way that's going to really positively benefit the community. Because Haitian people already we don't have the best reputation. Mm-hmm. And then like to Belinda, like that story, that's heartbreaking to me.
Yeah. No Haitians. It's not.
So how do you feel? Do you think they'll take it more serious because there's $1 attached? Like if it was given out to them for free, you think they'll take it?
I think that's a whole nother kind of conversation.
Give what for free?
The information. So for example, if the GD was free, and that's what you said on the radio, you think people will gravitate towards it?
No. No.
I don't know. I struggle with that because I know like when COVID was happening, I know that there was like a lot of like, what was that one hurricane that happened? And like, maybe Gigi, you know about this. Charlin? And they were like, I don't know, maybe it was like a really bad hurricane. And I remember the Haitians, I don't want to say this. Never mind.
You pedaling back in season?
I'm so sorry. I just can't do it. I can't. It's a childhood memory. It's like a memory unlocked that just came to me. I remember like it being like a hurricane, and like my mom was like, "We need to go get these supplies." They were handing out for free.
No, if it's food, they go.
Yeah, and it was like a perpetual thing where like you already had, but you were just going
because it's free.
No,
clothes and food. Yeah, Haitians, you'll get them every day.
Oh yeah,
food and clothes. I think that's the essence of how we survive.
But those are necessities. Right. When I'm like a free GED or a free GED class, like that's now requiring you to take time out of your schedule, maybe work less hours, to go do this.
But you rather pay for it though.
Then now you got skin in the game.
So now you're committed. Have to go.
Yeah,
now you have to go.
Yeah, I say my job come,
No.
They will pay, give it to me, buddy.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay. We do have a lot more on the docket, but we are hitting the hour and a half mark, and we appreciate you guys for even listening up until this point. And maybe this is somebody who's listening and be like, we want to, but we are gonna make it a thing this season to keep the episodes at least an hour and a half, no more. We don't want to, overdo. Or
unless that's what you want. I'm just
right.
Let us know.
Just also send the sponsors over because we stand for 2 hours. You know what I'm saying? But seriously, this is episode 31. We haven't dove in. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Diving into
Delve was good.
The actual. I'm scarred now. PCP.
That's an acronym.
LPN. No,
it's a lot.
Okay,
it's a lot.
Anyway, so in that process, we are going to get into Haitian Success. Although we did really kind of talk about, although it was scamming, but it was a lot.
No, they were successful for a while.
Yeah, they were. Yeah. So, and we haven't seen it. Anybody who knows another scheme that happened with us Haitians that was grossing in the hundreds of millions?
Probably the insurance.
There was an
what?
You said it that we've been chiropractic and insurance.
No. But no.
Okay.
But sa po ko jam deo ko sa. Yo ko meter
okay,
deo.
okay.
Like ipo ko jam
They just changed the laws, and that was it. Like it was just kind of like we're changing the law.
Oh, okay.
Like you need to go to the hospital now. You know, they was like, "Where is your L'Hopital bill? We need to see that." That's what happened.
See, it was like good when you lie, man.
That was it.
Let me have some bathroom a little bit.
Sir, the bathroom's right there.
Bathroom a little bit, please.
We love y'all though. We love y'all.
Well, yeah, this was good. Thank you all for listening. First time listener, if this is your first time, thank you for reaching this point. And yeah, this is it. This is season 3, first episode. You know, we'll let you know what's gonna happen. I think this is gonna have a part 2. So 32, just a continuation of what's going
part
on.
2, 32.
Parce que Joe Biden like
Ooh, Joey
fait WhatsApp my show.
Jojo. What?
Joey fait WhatsApp my show. Anyway, I'm Mark the Dreamer.
I'm Gigi, y'all.
No, it just sounds so weird. I'm sorry when she didn't say that.
All right,
No, it's okay.
I'm the realist.
No, be who you are.
Don't let anybody
Don't let anyone change you.
I told y'all I'm still real.
All right, Jenny from the block.
Oh no, don't do that. I'm talking about scammers.
Jenny from the scam?
Oh,
okay.
Yeah, her whole career.
Oh.
Anyway, go on.
She's Gigi.
Well, we talking to a Céline fan over here, so.
And yeah, we respect real around here.
And it's your girl Leona, and I'm still here. We're still here, guys. And this is wonderful.
And it's a wrap. I got to end it since I mentioned the queen. We have to.
The queen.
We have to.
That's what the community does not like. Her being ostracized. Don't cut her out.
Cut her out.
Don't cut her out.
But this was real though. We should see you guys in the next episode.
I appreciate this so much.
And tell your friends, please. I don't know if you guys are keeping this pod to yourself. And we appreciate you guys' feedback and your comments on how good, we do.
Spread the word about us like a scam.
Right. Because we're looking to do some big things in season 3, and now we look forward to having your input and to making that happen. And we're gonna do some. Man. So good. Brother.
Where you at?
I think I've closed podcast like that. It will wheel.
Yeah, fam. The Pops found the door wide open.
You found the door wide open?
Yeah.
Where?
Like, super wide open.
Damn. What, did anything happen?
Nah. There's nothing.
Oh, damn.
Nothing wrong. It's just the door was wide open.
Damn.
And,
I was the one that left the house last. I remember closing it because I was like, damn, mommy left the alarm not on. So I was like, maybe I should turn it on again. But I was like, nah, let me not turn it on. So I don't know. Then that's probably was my bad.
Yeah. All right.
All right. But everything good though. There's nothing missing.
Nothing missing. Nah, everything's good.
All right. Damn.
I just thought
that's
maybe
probably
someone
my fault.
came in there and kidnapped you.
Nah, they didn't kidnap me. I'm alive.
All right.
That's so thoughtful.
All right. Appreciate you.
Aww.
Yeah.
Upalak potla. Mama.
Back to Céline. I swear.
Tapkalo. When you come back from work, tapkalo.
See, I was rushing the pod. I missed you guys.
But you lost some points for adulting.
I know, girl. Thank you for calling it out.
That's like -10.
You put your whole just crazy. Mark muy in it.
But it's all coming back to me. I forgot. I remember.
Oh, okay.
I didn't have to. That was the title of the song.
There were days
Coming back to me. But this was episode 31. I said it last time, and we are out. Promise you, we'll see you guys episode 32. And welcome to season 3. Encore Jean.
I finished crying in the instant that you left, and I can't remember where or when or how.
and I banished every memory you and I had ever made. But when you touch me like this, and you hold me like that, I just have to admit that it's all coming back to me. When I touch you like this, and I hold you like that, it's so hard to believe, but it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back, it's all coming back to me now. There were moments of gold and there were flashes of light. There were things I'd never do again, but then they'd always seem right. There were nights of endless pleasure. It was more than any loss in love. Baby, baby, if I kiss you like this, and if you whisper like that, it was lost long ago, but it's all coming back to me. If you want me like this, and if you need me like that, it was that long ago, but it's all coming back to me. It's so hard to